fault. Yeah. Now, that your job is unfair, right? There's a burnout buster. Yeah. Are you a manager? Oh, then it's one might be your fault. Now I know you would have to be responsible for your own burnout and how much you dislike your job. Now, the fourth office that I have is with the United States Treasury. Quite often, the federal government feels like they should send. Well, let's say, right, there was an actual individual that wasn't the treasurer or the secretary of the treasurer, where you, as the executive branch of the government, thought, well, we need to have this and we're going to spend the money. And I'm the guy that says, oh, you're going to spend the money on that, are you? Yeah, quite often, when you think of these legislative needs of the United States of America, you ask me, well, we're going to spend X number of billions of dollars making whatever improvement it is that you're absolutely sure that you need to have. And then I say, no, I don't think you are. I work with some women in the United States Treasury where I kind of look over your budgeting plans. I know this is difficult for those elected to office, but there used to be what was known as the old man of the Treasury. You'd have to ask the old man, and the Treasury doesn't talk about it, but it's been this way for about 250 years. See, every 4 years we re-elect an administration. Sometimes they get to be there twice. Yes. And everything they're sure of that they should be doing, there's this old guy that sits there and he just looks at what they want to do and they're like, no, I don't think we're going to do that. Now, if you're president, okay, and you're absolutely sure you should have that wall, give them the $5 billion. I mean, what's the annual budget of the United States of America? $2.5 trillion or some such number? Yes, just give them the 5 billion. I heard the Army's going to build it. No, that's what I saw on television. The United States Army is going to use soldiers to build a wall across the southern half of the United States. And then another administration will get elected, quite possibly in a year and a half. And they'll say, no, we need to continue with that presidential plan. It's kind of like the Obamacare. You remember the first 2 years that Barack Hussein Obama was president? Yes. They were absolutely sure we needed universal health care coverage for every individual in the United States. And then they put in these fines if you didn't have it, and you could go to a taxpayer prison after a certain number of years of not paying the fines. And eventually, the new administration said, well, that was stupid. We're not doing that. That's right. Give them the 5 billion. Let's employ the United States Army to build it. Now, what? No, General Miley. These soldiers, they're new recruits. You're getting maybe $1,600 to $2,000. We'll give them shovels. They can dig a trench and put those up there. Now, the thought of using the United States Army to build anything in the United States seems somewhat defeatist. I thought they had to use contractors, but I guess not. Now, let's say I'm the old man of the treasury because you give me those documents. I'd say, sure, here's the money. Then we'd elect another administration and they'd say, what? That was stupid. All of a sudden, I'm like, well, let's go get it back out of there. I mean, how many times have we wasted 5 billion?